What up, guys? It's your boy King Joffy Joe 413, back with another one. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Chilling? You already know me, chilling like always. Alright, guys, you know what today is? Another DYI Wednesday! Oh, yeah. You see, we're here with my boy A, you know what I'm saying?
Up,
you can follow him at Cold Wisdom 88 on Instagram. But right now, we got his bike right here, Blue, what we call it, Blue Flame?
yes, sir.
Blue Flame, you know what I'm saying? I was waiting for his comment. He don't like the name Blue Flame.
Now you don't like my bike?
That shit sounds sweet as fuck.
It's sweet
Sweet as fuck, yo. Blue Flame. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay,
I wanted to sound corny like that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you watched my live on Saturday, Saturday I just passed. Oh, yeah, late nights live with King Joffy Joe 413. You know what I'm doing. We doing the rear fender delete. My man's A. He seen my rear fender delete the first time he seen it. He couldn't stop talking about it.
He was riding.
You know what I'm saying? We was riding, yo. We was on the earpiece, yo. He would not stop talking about my rear fender, my fender delete, yo.
Look good. It look good.
So he was like, yo, I need that. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see my last video from New Rage when I did the light? You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the video when I did the New Rage fender limiter light? And y'all seen the video when I did the rear fender delete when I talked about it, but I haven't done the the whole delete. But New Rage Cycles actually makes a kit. You know what I'm saying? They're making it easy for you. You got the little kit right here for the license plate. They got the light. You know what I'm saying? So they're making a kit so we can take our fenders off without having to do what I had to do. So what I had to do is I purchased the side plate, the license plate relocator, and then I had to find parts. I had to go out and outsource parts that I need. Then I had to take those parts and paint them to make everything work. New Rage said, yo, we did that for you. We put it in the box and we sent it right to your house. You know what I'm saying? New Rage! So, seeing that I already have one, unlucky me, someone turned lucky and he gets to get it on his bike. You know what I'm saying? The first step to, this is gonna be a little series we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be hooking up Blue Flame. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna Blue Flame's gonna be getting a new name by the end of this series. You know what I'm saying? But so what we're gonna do is my man A, like I told you guys, some of y'all seen my Instagram, my man A, he got a little bit of mechanical experience, but not very much. So we're gonna be having him do a lot of the work. So some of the questions that you guys that never done nothing like this will asking, he'll probably be asking those questions. You know what I'm saying? He'll be like, yo, where does this go? Like stuff I usually skip through because I assume that people already know where it goes. He'll probably ask that question, and then you guys won't have to hit me up asking that question because you get all the answers in one video. All right, so what we're gonna do is get this installed. So let's unbox this real quick. Let me show y'all how it comes in the box. You're gonna get your box, you know what I'm saying? New Rage is gonna send you this box. You're gonna see this box hit your doorstep. Yo, came in like the next day. I think it was here in my house the next day. But they in New York and I'm in Massachusetts. But you're gonna see this box. Once you see that green flame, you're gonna be excited. Like, oh, my new Rage is here. This is all the Rage the kids are talking about. You know what I'm saying? Look at this packaging. You know what I'm saying? Look at first inspect it. Every package is inspected. You know what I'm saying? My man CB, shout out CB. Thank you for inspecting my part. Look at this phone. You know what I'm saying? We probably use that phone for something else. Get your part right here. Get your license plate relocator. Right here. Look at this. Nice. Look at this. Let me set this down. Look at this right here. Like, nice LED light covered up from the elements. Nice mesh on there. So, got a couple screws in the back. Adjustable, smooths around. I got sort of different plates. You know what I'm saying? You can prove this from the top to the bottom. The one I have on my bike, you can mount it like it's mounted here, so you can mount it vertically or you can mount it horizontally. Or vertically is this way, right? Vertically or horizontally, right? So this one here, you can loosen up these 4 screws here. Give them a little loosen up. and you got the full range of travel. So you can go vertical, you know what I'm saying? You want to go a little tilted, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You want to go tilted a little bit more, or you can go all the way down. So with the one I purchased, you have to take out all the screws, then reposition it, and then put it back in. This one is a quick, easy turn. Get it how you want it. Tighten the screws back up. You know what I'm saying? User friendly. That's what we call it in the IT world. Right? So you're gonna get your main part of your bracket first. You're gonna get your wire. This wire is gonna go from the bracket to the connection on the motorcycle, and then get a little baggie. A little baggie got some zip ties. We got zip ties in there. We got a little card that got a little QR code, little website that's gonna take you to the instructions. Trust me, I checked it out. They got the instructions for this. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out. Instructions are there. And then you got your spacers. The spacers, that's what you need, is those spacers. You know what I'm saying? You don't get those with the other companies. All right, so let's get to this install. Let's just get to it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by taking out the lights. So we got 2 screws. We got 1 screw here on this side. We got 1 screw here. Then we got 2 screws on this side. Actually, also, and what we're gonna be using is a T20. A T20 is the size we're gonna be using to take those out. My man A, we're gonna hand it those.
It is actually a different screw.
So that screw right there is like that because it goes into a piece of metal threading thing, but none of these screws are gonna be getting reused. So you don't gotta worry about that. Let me make sure you guys let you know that this is only for educational purposes. You know what I'm saying? Check your state guidelines before you do something like this, because it's might not be legal in your state. So do this on your own. We ain't telling you to do this. We just showing you that you can do this. And New Rage is bringing you something that's gonna make it easier. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So now we're gonna be pulling off this here, which takes there's 1 screw underneath the bottom here, which is a 27T. Yes, sir, 27T. Underneath the bottom there. That's out. All right, so now I'm gonna take this off.
Just popped right out.
Yeah, there you go. Unconnect your 2 wires here. That's for the wires that go to the plate light that we're removing. So none of this stuff's gonna be used no more. We're done with this. We're done with this. It's all out of here.
Nice.
It's out of here.
Going for the highest bidder.
Highest bidder. If you need one, let us know. We got 2 more 27Ts right here that we gotta take out. My man A. 1 here, 1 there.
Oop.
All right, now we got those out. Light's gonna come right off like so. Gonna unplug our lights. Boom, lights are off. Got a couple zip ties we're gonna cut. Make sure you don't get your wires. Boom. Boom. Right. So now what we're gonna do is you can remove this screw and the fender and then take this metal thing off first. Or you can leave this right here. You can remove this screw off and then take this metal thing off. Or you can just leave that together and then rivet it out and take this all off as one. So that's what we're gonna try to do. Just because this screw right here is hard to take off, like really hard. You can get it off, but it's hard.
I know, we did it on Smitty's bike.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the tire. There's since if you have a rally fender, you'll skip this part because it's a full fender, so it's not riveted into here. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna take this tire off. We're gonna drill the rivets out of here on this side. If you have a rally fender, all you gotta do once you get to this point here and you got your wires disconnected, you're gonna come down here and you'll see that part. Just skip forward a little bit. So right now we're gonna remove the tire and do that. Drop this back down. And get our pin out. Got our 65mm socket. Breaker loose. Boom, boom. Alright, you can take that nut off now. That's the tire. Just pull that off there.
I'm twist it off.
Yeah.
So, if you have a rally fender, you're really not gonna have to take your tire off. You're not gonna have to take your tire off at all. So, just when you got the rally fender, you're gonna have to take your tire off.
Say that again?
When you got the rally fender, you don't have to take your tire off. When you don't have a rally, when you have an ace, you have to take your tire off.
Okay.
All right. I did say it messed up a little bit. I said rally. If you don't have a rally, you take your tire off.
Said rally twice.
Yeah, I know. So now what we got to do is we're gonna drop our brake caliper off down, so we can get our tire off, which is a 15mm. So be careful because once these screws are loose, your caliper will fall down. So if you have factory rims or either way, you don't want to scratch your rims up. So you just want to be careful with this. There we go. Drop that down like so. All right, just let that sit there. Now we'll pull off the wheel. All right. Ring.
That tire's nice and gritty.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you go sliding everywhere. All right, so now guys, you come down over here. So this is what the reason we had to take it off. You see we got one screw here we're gonna have to remove, and we got two rivets that we're gonna have to drill out right there. So if you have a rally, you're not gonna have to deal with that. All right, but everybody doesn't have a rally, so we gotta teach you guys how to do it both ways.
Right.
This screw out here. I'll let you guys know this is a 2019 900 ACE. This is actually bike number 1,514 of all the rallies ever made.
Rally?
I mean Ryker's. Ryker ACE 900s of 900s. 1,514. My bike is 885.
Yours is one of the first 1,000 off the market.
Yeah. Alright, so now got my drill bits here. Yeah, we got the Milwaukee's. Shout out Milwaukee. Yo, send us some drill bits, Milwaukee.
Right.
Got this DeWalt too. DeWalt, hit us up. We use DeWalt too. Stanley Black and Decker.
Right.
Alright. So I'm gonna start with this size here. Just go straight into the middle where the hole is. You just wanna that's hard. That's some hard metal right there. These is like brand new too. A little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. There we go. That DeWalt came through. So the side
That DeWalt came through.
So what I used was we used a 3/16 drill bit to get the rivets out. Popped right out. You know what I'm saying? That was easy pleasy. You liked it, that was nice. All right, so now we can pop these screws out right here. Pop those up. Here, grab that. Slide that out. Oh, actually, we should have took this screw out first so we could unzip tie those wires. But we'll close that real quick. So if we would have took this plastics off, this one screw off here first, we could have got the wires out of there, and this would have came off a lot cleaner. All right. And a couple zip ties. It's the last time you see that Fender. Here she goes. Here she blows. So basically, two drill, two little holes, two nuts. If you didn't have if you had a rally, you wouldn't have to drill that out. So you would have skipped that part. You would have took off your tire. So we're gonna throw our tire back on and get back to the regular schedule program. All right, guys. Everybody knows 225, 225 pounds.
Look at that case right there coming.
It's like the lightsaber joint coming around.
They got the
Precise tool you're supposed to use it only to put pressure on, not to take the nuts off with.
up with it.
Yeah, up.
Oh.
So it clicks.
Keep going.
So it
Click. There you go.
That's it.
Double click. I'm good.
That's it. Does it click on, click off here.
Alright.
Make sure, guys, when you're using your torque wrenches, you're done using them, you zero them out. You don't want to keep them locked in. That's gonna mess up your calibration on your torque wrench. So bring that Fender back over here. I'm gonna show you guys if you would have had a rally. If you have a rally and you didn't have to drill that out, and what you would have to do. Get this back in here first. All right. If you did have a rally and you didn't have to drill those bolts out, this is how you would take this off. After you get all your wires cut off, you take your front plastic off, obviously. Get all your wires cut off. You're gonna have these two bolts loose. You're gonna grab your plate, right? You're gonna grab your spacers. You're gonna pull out the top bolt. You're gonna swing this down like so. So if you had a rally, you didn't have to drill these out. You're just gonna swing that down like so. Then you're just gonna throw your bolt on here. Throw your spacer on there. And then you're gonna screw that first bolt in so you don't have to drop your whole caliber down. Then you would move your second bolt, grab the fender, grab your second bolt. Pull your fender off. And then throw your second bolt in there and your spacer again. And there you go. So if you had a rally, that's what you would have had to do instead of drilling the holes out. If you don't have a rally, obviously you're gonna have to take off your wheel and drill the rivets, Okay. All right. Tighten this up. Don't over tighten. All right. There you go. There you go. Basically, it's basically done. You know what I'm saying? Basically done. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't done, but basically it's done. You know what I'm saying? Fender is deleted. All right. So you're like, yo, King, what about the lights now? What about the lights? What about the lights not working? So now that's what we gotta do. So this right here, this wire here is part of the, this is for the traction control, ABS. So this part wire has to still come back down here, but we need the rest of these wires to go this way. So the reason they're going this way is because they got to go to the top. So when we get the max mount and we throw the back light on there, the new range light, tail light on there, we're gonna need these wires back here. So, but this light, this has to still go back there. You still have to connect your plate light, but they gave us an extension for that. So you know what I'm saying? we got an extension for that. So this is easy. I'll show you how this works right now. This just plugs into there, plug and play. Goes into here. We got these two things here. They plug into there. Simple as that. So only thing we got to keep going back here is the ABS. So what we got to do is we got to splice these wires. We're going to remove zip ties from all the way down beneath. First, got all the zip ties down here. Boom. 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 Boom.
Can't see it.
Alright. So now we got all this down. All this down. That down. This Ryker right here, it's kind of like a version. It's almost like a version. It's like a version. Like a version. You know what I'm saying? It's like a version. It's on mods. They don't got that. They got one mod, maybe two mods, but it's been written and maintenance, and that's about it. No mods. So it's a mod version, kind of.
Yeah, I was there.
You know what I'm saying? Mod version, but we changed it this year. By the end of this, it ain't gonna be Blue Flame no more.
Nah, that shit's gonna. Blue Flame was the little skinny dude with the no muscles and shit. When it comes out, it's gonna be the bodybuilder and shit. That's what it's gonna be and shit. They're gonna be like, oh, you ain't Blue Flame no more.
You dark lightning.
You thunder lightning now.
Alright, I clip all the zip ties from the back up till I get to here. I don't clip no more because then I'm just gonna run this. I'm not gonna drill that out and then run this up. You can do that if you want, but we're just gonna leave that there. And we're gonna splice this wire. So now we gotta splice. I splice all the way from here, all the way down, so I can get this wire out. That's what I gotta do. So grab my little razor here.
You're actually not splicing the wire. You're cutting the black teeth off.
Right. Split. That's what I should be saying. Splitting the harness.
Right.
So the reason I cut it at this side and not that side is because then when they ravel it this way, so it's easier to unravel it that way. And what we're trying to get out of here is the pink wire. So we're trying to get out of here. Basically, we're doing all this to get the pink wire out. Hold on. Oh, you can stop right there. This is what we're trying to get out. All right. Excuse me. All right, guys. So, as you've seen there, that took like probably took like 5 seconds to do that. We took like 5 seconds. So this is what we're trying to get out. This pink wire. That's for your ABS, which has to still go back there. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tape this all back up. Yes, sir. That's what we're gonna do.
Should have stopped recording a long time ago. The battery's on.
Yeah, I'm talking to him. That's on him. All right, guys. So as you see, my man A, he just spliced the wire, and then he recovered it as electrical tape all the way down. So we respliced it, got the pink wire out. So now what we got to do is we're gonna be connecting the wire that New Rage sends to us, the connection light for the plate, and to the other end of the bike. So that's what that plugs into. My man A gonna handle that real quick. We got our zip ties all set up down below, replaced. Yep, easy peasy. Then plug those two things, the other two ends.
To the red side?
So put the black one into the black one. One has a black wire, put the one to the black wire to the black wire. And bam. All right, now we're gonna hit the button, give her a little test. Make sure those two wires ain't touching yet. We'll take over those. Okay. Lights working there. Boom. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a little bit of electrical tape over we're gonna throw a little bit of electrical tape over here so these two don't touch, because we don't want that to touch and arc out. So just throw a little bit of electrical tape on these, and we don't want them to come apart, so we'll just keep it all together. Put a little bit of tape there. Alrighty. So now what he has to do is run all these wires back down this way. We're gonna run this like this, all this down here. And we're gonna run it that out of there. We don't want that in there. Not a big deal, but we don't want it in there. You can leave it on your bike, but we're not gonna leave it on this bike. All right, so now we're just gonna run this down with the zip ties we have already set up. So there's already holes and holders for the zip ties on the bike. So we're gonna run that down with the zip ties and zip tie them all together. Right down here like so. Keep everything tight.
You got this one? This one? You got this one?
No, you got it. What do you mean?
No, but it's in there, right?
Yeah, it should be in there, right? All right, so we're gonna be using this wire here. Obviously, we know these are for the lights, which these are gonna have to go back up top here. The one that goes farther, well, we'll figure it out like when it's time. One is for which side. All right, we're gonna be running these all this wire. We're gonna probably run it like this. We'll probably just run it around the back here. Well, we can run this here, like so, and then we can run this back up. So we're gonna zip tie all this here. So right now, we're just gonna leave this. We're gonna stop here because this doesn't have to go all the way this far. It's only gonna have to go to like right here. So all this wire is gonna have to get tucked under here. We don't have the light now, so we're not gonna be doing that. So, but basically, that's the install. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to figure out where your lights go, where the rest of these wires go, which is pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna plug these in. You're gonna have extra wire. Usually, what mine is, it's like right here on my bike. So that's how you install the new Rage. We're in Fender Delete. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop it down, take a look. He doesn't have his light yet, so it'll be here soon though now. Part one. So, what you gotta do is, you gotta go to KingJoffreyJoe413.com, get yourself a shirt, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself some merch, you know what I'm saying? Back with another one hoodie, it's winter time, get yourself a hat, you know what I'm saying? We got new merch popping up all the time. Get yourself customized, something customized. Second, what you gotta do is, you gotta go to New Rage Cycles. New Rage Cycles, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself Fenderless, you know what I'm saying? Look at the difference here, look at this. Woo! That boy is looking fast. So, what I want you guys to do is stick tuned next week. What we're gonna have removing of his front fenders because he wants to get rid of those too. We're not gonna take off the back fender only. We're gonna get rid of the front ones too. So I want you guys to stick tuned to next week's video. And thanks for watching. Peace.